Welcome back, everybody. Benedict Arnold here. I want to finish up a little bit of my story. Yesterday we finished off with the Lake Champlain campaign, and I was transferred to Newport, Rhode Island, to try and set up a little militia so we could raid Newport and drive the British out. Well, when I was up there, I met a young lady, fabulous young lady, fell in love with her, and I always fancied myself as being a ladies' man that no lady could say no to. Unfortunately, this lady had a mind of her own, and she said no, and I was dumbfounded, and I was surprised and hurt. This comes along about the same time that the Continental Congress decided that they weren't going to give me their most successful general that they had. I mean, I had more victories than George Washington. I had the Battle of Quebec. I had Ticonderoga. I slowed the British on Lake Champlain. You know, I was the man of action. You wanted something done, Washington sent Arnold. He didn't send Stillman or Leclerc or any of those guys. He sent Arnold. That was me. And the Continental Congress passes me over for Major General, picks 5 guys, only one has battle experience, and one, 2 months later, is court-martialed for being drunk at a battle and sent home. And he's a major general. So I'm just furious, I'm mad, and I'm hurt. I get the word that, okay, the Newport idea is over, so I ask permission to leave so I can go talk to George Washington myself in New Jersey. So it's about a 250-mile ride. I get on my horse, and I'm just trotting along, going. I stop in New Haven, visit my sister and my children. And my sister's been taking care of the business, what business there is. And I missed my kids. They were good kids, and I just missed them terribly. But I understood that there was the call of the revolution. Speaking of calls, I get this call. Ryder comes in, it's got a dispatch, says that the British are going to attack our storage supply in Danbury, Connecticut. And it's a big storage supply. These guys, I mean, they got like 1,700 tents, 5,000 pounds of gunpowder and all this kind of stuff. And this General Tyron is sneaking up and through the East River, up Long Island Sound, and he lands at Norwalk, and he follows the Setauket River, and he comes in this way. This is April 25th, and he comes in this way, came up this way, comes in this way, goes up through Reading, gets to Danbury, captures the stores, destroys them all, and you know, part of the town is burned down. Well, the militia, the word gets out, and the militia is called out, but they don't have anybody to lead them. So who do they call? They call me, Arnold, man of action. That's me. So I ride over from New Haven this way, and I come up here, and I get everybody's, and I've worked with some of these guys before in both the French and Indian War and earlier in the Revolution. So we set up this blockade right here in Ridgefield, and we're holding the British up, man. We're picking at them. We're doing good things. And all of a sudden, they flank us, and the militia starts coming back. Well, what do you got to do? You got to lead them, man. You got to get up front. I get on my horse, and up front I go. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going, and I'm slashing them with my sword and stuff like that. And wham! Right past my collar goes a bullet. And because I'm up front, these guys are behind me. The militia's behind me. I'm up front. You know, follow me, guys. So my horse takes 9 shots, gets killed right out from under me. Unbelievable, crazy. So I managed to escape. The militia, the British continue going down, back to sea, back to their little ships down here and stuff like that. We're just constantly picking at them like we normally do, behind the rocks and the trees and the houses and all that. We get down here to Campo Hill. There's another battle right here. Another battle, Battle of Campo Hill. The British, General Tyron realizes that his guys are exhausted. They've been marching for 3 days, practically no sleep, no food, and they can't fight us and board the barges to go out to the ships. So he calls for more, and more troops come in. We have this big battle, and you never guess what happens again. I'm out front again, and I'm leading the troops, and they're fighting in the cannons and all this stuff, and we're going on and on and on. My horse gets shot again. Now I'm 4 horses down in the Revolutionary War, and we're only 2 years in. I'm losing horses, but if you're going to be in the front, a man of action, that's what's going to happen. So the British, we head off. I go to Washington. The British go back to New York, and that's it. That's about it for today. I'm down talking to Washington tomorrow, and we're going to try and figure this out, see what I can do to get a commission. As soon as I get there, I get word that the Continental Congress has gotten word of this battle and rewards me with a Major General commission, which is fine, except they don't backdate it to the date of the other 5 guys that got commissioned. They leave it at May 2nd or May 3rd. So I'm still junior to all of these officers. And that's really kind of demoralizing because all of these guys have no experience. They're sit back behind their little tea tables, and that's it. You know, you need a man of action to run an army, to make things happen. And that's why I was so upset. I provided more to the Revolutionary War in this short period of time than all of them combined. So tomorrow I'll tell you about my conversation with General George and what happens. Thanks.